All right, there breaking news coming in, and no end to the power struggle in Tamil Nadu. EPS versus OPS camp continues. Now, senior AIADMK leader D Jayakumar has said, and I quote, "The positions of coordinator OPS and joint coordinator have expired. This meeting conducted by EPS is valid." And no end to the power struggle in Tamil Nadu. EPS versus the OPS camp continues. Now, AIADMK leader D Jayakumar has said, and I quote, "The positions of coordinator OPS and joint coordinator have expired. This meeting conducted by EPS is valid." Right, my colleague Dharani is joining us live on the broadcast for more on this. Dharani, we are getting some breaking news, and let me read that out for you. It says that AIADMK leader D Jayakumar has said that the positions of coordinator OPS and joint coordinator have expired, and this meeting, which is conducted by EPS, is valid.
Yes, in fact, 3 days before, one of the former ministers of AIADMK, C.V. Shanmugam, he held a press conference, and he for the first time told that the positions of coordinator and joint coordinator have expired. So in that backdrop, yesterday, EPS, who is now called as the headquarters secretary of the AIADMK, he convened a meeting of office bearers here at the party headquarters in Chennai. So just now the meeting got over, and as soon as the meeting was over, Jayakumar, one of the former ministers, again he came out and he held a press conference where he told that today's meeting is valid. He, time and again, he again and again repeated this same thing, telling that today's meeting is valid because the OPS camp on the other side, they've been complaining that today's meeting is illegal because they are not ready to accept the EPS camp's claim that the questions of coordinator and joint coordinator have expired. So till now they're telling that the questions are remaining and that today's meeting cannot be considered as a valid one. So that's the version that we are hearing from the OPS camp. But on the other side, on the contrary, today Jayakumar has clarified multiple times that today's meeting is valid, and he has told that OPS has betrayed the AIADMK party right from the starting many times. So he has openly called OPS a betrayer. As far as the AIADMK is concerned, he has told that we cannot count the number of times OPS has betrayed the party, and he has told that there's no question of the positions of coordinator and joint coordinator being named again in the party's official statements, because at this point in time, according to the EPS camp, both the questions have expired. Meanwhile, as we can see in the visuals here, all the AIADMK cadre, they're starting to go away because the meeting is over. And in fact, Jayakumar, he refused to disclose about what was discussed inside the meeting. But according to sources, we're hearing that there's going to be a general council meeting on the 11th of July, and this office bearers meeting, it was all about discussion about the resolutions that were to be brought up at that general council meeting that's going to happen on 11th of July. And apart from that, there's also speculation that these people, they were discussing about removing OPS from the position of treasurer of the party, because right now OPS is the treasurer of AIADMK and he handles all the accounts and profits and gains. So there's a speculation that the office bearers, they were also discussing about removing OPS from the treasurer position. But because if that's going to happen, that's going to be a huge thing, because that will be like removing OPS from one of the major authorities there in the AIADMK. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen on that regard. Meanwhile, all the ministers and all the office bearers, all the former ministers and all the office bearers, they've gone out and the meeting is over at this point in time. So we'll have to wait and see if there's going to be any reactions further on this year.
Right, Dharani, thank you for putting that into perspective for our viewers.